Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hacking nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we're going to be doing something I have called the Random Robo Roundup, where I have gotten stuff from random online distributors such as AliExpress and, the back of Ross's or Ollie's or things like that. And they're transforming toys, but they are not complicated enough for their own reviews to get over 10 minutes because the algorithm demands 10-minute videos, and we are all slaves to the almighty algorithm. But I've got some interesting robots here, and I just wanted to go through them. One of them, this one here, did this one, is in all likelihood going to be on my figures of the year list. So, where do we go? We'll start with, we'll do the easiest one first. We'll do this guy. We are going to do this little ice cream transformer. Now, you might recognize this little man if you are a fan of Hugh's awesome Transformers reviews. And I just realized he's semi-mistransformed. My bad. This was in his knockoff, knockoff Eat Down, where he did snacks and reviewed a pack of robots. This is one of them. I was able to find this one individually because this was the one I wanted. And he's this little soft pink and green little man that turns into an ice cream cone. First, we will give you the look at the noggin. It is a very nondescript, very knockoff KO noggin, but he is kind of cute. So for posability, he does have rotation at the shoulders, no head articulation, no waist articulation, bend at the elbow, and then a bend at the fist. That's more or less for transformation. And then no knees, and I guess kind of toe articulation. So he's very simple, but I kind of like him. He's visually appealing, let's say. To transform him first, you push in lay head. Then you're going to take the arms and just fold them up into these little ice cream bits. Like so, and like... Why don't you want to go in? Did I put these in wrong? Okay, you have to turn them. Then you can slide these up on these little hand... Well, you would have them down for... Or back. Why don't you want to do things? But you would have them back like this, but you will swing them up and over, like so. And then you fold in his feet, and you connect the legs and just push it down, and you have this little strawberry ice cream cone. I do like it. It is very simplistic, it is very bootleggy, but I do like it. It is a nice little toy. To transform him back, you simply fold all this up or out, and you open the arms like so and like so. And then you try to get his little head out. Sometimes you just kind of have to turn it around and shake it. Kim, there you go. Then you pull down the legs, split them, fold out his little feet. And there you go. There's Mr. Ice Cream Man back in his robot mode. I do like it. It kind of feels like a giant bot. It's nice. We will then move to the other simple one. This is a little man that came from AliExpress. And what he is he's a robot that turns into a fidget spinner. You can see why I have this. Because ADHD and autism. So first, for posability, his arms and his legs move. That is about it. Oh, and here's the noggin. I kind of like that noggin. I've come to call this one soft stuff, by the way, because soft serve ice cream, and I've taken to calling this DJ Prime because, well, he spin. So first things first is you push in lay head, then you close that little panel. You're going to push the arms in, fold in the feet. Then you're going to take this and you're going to swing it up and then push it in. So swing that up, push it in, then you close these little bits, and you have his little disc badge fidget spinner, which do be spinning. It do be spinning. And I will do this for hours because ADHD. So to get him back into Robo mode, little easier said than done. Sometimes you are going to need some leverage. I was able to get it. So you fold out his head, then you open the legs and just swing them down, fold out his little feet. Make sure the shoulder pads are up, and then you can position his arms as you will. And there's little DJ Prime back in his robot mode. I do like it. It is simple, and he spins. He does the spinning. He likes the spins, and I like that he spins. Next, we will come to this thing, and I will have to raise the camera. We have the Goldie Dragon from the Mars Converter line. Most Transformers fans have heard of Mars converters. For some reason, you find them in grocery shop stores and pharmacies. I used to have more of these, but I gave some of them away to some neighborhood kids who would get more use out of them. But this is Goldie Dragon. I love dragons, so I kept him. As for posability, no head articulation. Shoulders can go 360, but they do run into the wings on his back. You do have a bicep swivel and a bend, or an elbow swivel and a bend. Yes, like that. And then he cannot do the splits, and he can really not kick back that far, but he can kick forward that far, bend at the knee. No real toe articulation. So to transform him, first you're going to take out his sword, which will later become the tail. Then you're just going to fold his fists in and fold the feet out like that, and then just stick the arms out and forward. For the knees, you just kind of bend them down. Then you're going to take the head, and it doesn't really peg in. It just kind of is there. And then you can, sometimes the wings do like to come off. You can fold out his wings like so, and then just splay the wings come out. You really have to position the feet right. And then you can just fold these little spikes up like that, and then stick in his tail, and you have Big Dragon. I like this dragon mode. It very much feels like a play school transformer, which is why I gave a bunch of these away to some neighboring kids when I moved from Florida back to Maryland because I needed to make space. But yeah, I like this little dragon mode. It's a fun little mode, even though it's just him kind of doing push-ups. Okay, to get him back into robot mode, you're going to unpeg the tail, fold these spikes down, fold the head back, and then just kind of stand him up. And then you can bring the arms down, fold the feet back. Sometimes you do need to use the sword just to kind of get the fists out. Do the same on the other side. Oh, and fold back the wings. Please don't break because these wings do feel kind of delicate. Fold that back and onto his back like that. And then you can just pull out his fists and give him, as I knock over DJ, give him his little arms, or his sword, I mean. I don't know what I was saying there. And there you go. There he is back in robot mode. I do very much like this. It's a good robot mode and a good dragon mode. Well, cute dragon mode. So we'll bring him out, and then we'll go to this thing. Now, a lot of you might have seen something similar to that. This is in the vein of that bloodthirsty war dolphin toy that you see pop up at Dollar General. It is one of those. I just found this on wish.com and thought it looked absolutely ridiculous because it's just a robot with an eagle head as a chest. And then he's just got these really awkward legs at the bottom. And this really freaking gigantic, huge sword. There's no reason for the sword to be this huge. I'm pretty sure it was taken from another figure. Look at them. Oh, I forgot to do the look at the noggin on this thing. This is very nondescript, knight-like noggin. Or maybe I already did the noggin. I don't know. I have ADHD. So we'll give you this noggin. If I can get his shiny sword out of the way. It is as nondescript a noggin as you possibly can get. So to go into transformation, you're just going to take the weapons out. There is no storage for them. Then you're going to splay out the wings. You're going to take this whole section and just splay that out. And then you can take the arms and just kind of fold them so that those brown parts are out. And then these will slot into place there. And Kim, why don't you want to go in? Like that and like that, and then you can just fold the head out. And then these tail feathers are supposed to connect, but they really don't. You just want to make sure that all these sections are pegged in. Why don't you want to go in? Just make sure everything's slid together. Sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate. But the eagle mode isn't bad, actually. The eagle mode is not bad at all. Oh, I forgot. You need to fold in the feet so that it makes his very angry red. Let's just be honest. It's the anus. It's the anus of the animal. Let's just be honest with ourselves. But it's a decent eagle mode. I've come to calling him Freewinger because freedom, because eagle. And you can fold the wings up like that. So to get him back, if he hasn't already split in half, you're just going to fold his legs down like that. Take this section and fold it up. Then you're just going to pull these down, and then you can slide in the wings and just fold his animal chest in, fold out his anus feet, because it's an anus, or cloaca would be more accurate. And there you go, there he is back in his robot mode. He does not like to stand very well. But it's a decent little toy. It's very generic, very, very standard, I would say. And then you can give him his giant ass sword and his kind of nondescript gun back. And he does like to collapse. These do not peg in. But there you go. There's Freewinger. And then the Popsicle Robo. These have been popping up everywhere. They've been on Amazon. They've been on AliExpress where I got it. Let me just say, this is one of the goofiest things I've ever seen. And that's why I love him so much. Because he literally turns into a popsicle. It's like a very detailed and articulated bot. So we'll give you the look at the very cool noggin. This really cool samurai hat and warrior motif noggin. These do come in different colors, by the way. I have the sort of chocolate popsicle, but there's one that's like an orange popsicle, and then there's another that's like a mochi popsicle. So to get him into, oh, posability, right. I do the posabilities. Oh, and this giant sword is his popsicle stick, which I love. So articulation at the head, he knows on a ball joint can go, or arms are, or shoulders can go 360, geez. He's got a ball joint at the elbow, which is more or less for transformation. No real wrist articulation, no waist swivel. But for what this is, I can kind of forgive that. A very deep sort of double-ish bend at the knee, but that's for transformation. He can kick back that far, forward that far, and can do the splits. And then he actually has some toe articulation, which is nice. And he also has these really cool, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but he has these really cool designs on what will become part of the popsicle. So, to transform him into his popsicle mode, the first thing we're going to do is come back to this part. We're going to open up that. We're going to make sure that these do not go all the way out, because it's very hard to get them back, and I am afraid of breaking them. Then we're just going to swing these out like so. Ooh, man, that feels fragile. Like that and like that. And we'll just push that off to the side. Then we can take his sword out of his hand. We're going to fold these sections up, peg them together, and then just push them down. And then as he's T-posing to assert dominance, we can fold the arms down and just, ooh, is there a reason you don't want to? Oh, I forgot. You have to do something first. So what the actual next step is you're going to extend the torso. You're going to fold this panel, ooh, or just rip it off. Fold that down and then fold this little crotch piece up, and then you can bring the arms down and connect them to the sides. Then you can take these pieces and just fold them out like that. Then we're going to fold in the feet, and we'll fold one leg up like that. And we can fold this out and then put the popsicle blade is just going to side right in there like that. Then we can take the other leg. Sometimes a little easier said than done. Is there a reason you don't want to connect? Okay, there we go. So we can then slide that in, and then we can take this part and just fold this down, and that will peg in, and you have a popsicle. He is a samurai robot that turns into a popsicle. If you aren't okay with that, I'm not okay with you. But anyway, to get him back into his robot mode, we'll just open that panel up like that, fold this in, and just leave that to the side for now. Then we can take the legs and unpeg them and pull out the popsicle blade. I have these on right? I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Then we can take the arms actually first. We can fold or open up these panels and then open up the arms and just pull them out. Then, oh, and make sure you fold out the feet. Forgot about the feet. Sometimes the feet are a little easier said than done to get out. So we can do that. Then we can open up these panels, pull them up and down, and then just collapse the waist. Then we can take these sections and we're just going to fold them in, and then did I fold those in prematurely? Yes. Then we can fold these out and around. So fold that out, around, and then in, And we can peg that onto his back. Sometimes these other panels like to come down. Come on, there you go. And then we can just bring the arms down, turn them around, and give him his stick sword. And there you go, there's the Popsicle Robo back in his robot mode. Final thoughts, I like these figures. You can find them various places on the internet. This guy is on Amazon, just look up Popsicle Robo. This guy is going to be on my figures of the year list because he is so patently stupid. It is so dumb, a popsicle that turns into a samurai. But I love him. He is a good lad. The Choco Knight, or the Choco Samurai. But yeah, there you go. There is the random Robo Roundup. I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. And yeah, remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.